guys, welcome back to my garden. I've got a very easy, quick, beautiful fix to sprucing up this garden house where we have been renovating. We just added this porch, we just added the lattice gates, we added the lights that you see up here, we added a cat that likes to model for us. Just kidding, she's been around for a long time, but she likes to model. She definitely gets in all of my videos. But anyways, I just got back from Home Depot because I knew that there were a couple of topiaries there that I had been eyeballing all season. I want them for these containers right here. I just have some white drift roses in these containers right now. This is a little bit more of like a part shade kind of porch anyway, so they're not going to do well in there, but I wanted some height. So I want to show you what I got and just show you how quick and easy this is going to be to spruce things up, because I want it to be spectacular and gorgeous. Even though we aren't completely finished with the project here before you, I want to make things as beautiful as possible, as quickly as possible. And Home Depot had a huge clearance of all of these gorgeous plants that you see right here, except for my two topiaries. I did pay full price for those, but they were only $35 a piece, so actually a really good deal. They are not hardy in our zone in the winter time, but I am going to put them in the greenhouse so I can keep them hopefully for years to come. So I feel like it was a good investment because I'm not going to let them die. It's my goal not to let them die over the winter. But look at all of this. It's so absolutely gorgeous. So when I have gone to Home Depot in the past, I've never been able to really find anything on clearance. It's a rare occasion that they have clearance. But when I went there today, it was raining on me just a little bit, just sprinkling on me. I was so glad that I had on my hat. I just got this hat at TJ Maxx, by the way, if anyone wants to know. Look at how it has the hole for my little ponytail. And I just picked up my shirt, blessed from my, what does it say? Blessed from my head to my toes. I just thought this was the perfect gardening shirt. I think it's so cute. Walmart people. Anyways, let me show you my plants. So these are kind of heavy because everything's really wet, but I got two of these. It has some really beautiful heucheras in here. Three different plants in each container. I just think it's so pretty, so perfect for the shade, part shade garden right here. And I only paid $7 a piece. So these are heavy, but here they are. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. So excited. I mean, $7. Got 6 plants right here. That's like just a little over $1 per plant. I mean, you can't beat that, right? And then I have this right here. This is the Rex begonia. It's the curly cherry mint. So beautiful. And these were only $7 each. I got 2 of these in these containers right here. I mean, these are huge. They're massive. They're so beautiful and are going to stand out so good in the shade. I love them. They're gorgeous. There you go. The tag says that they want part sun, which is great because that's what they're going to get. And then I got 2 of these. $10. $10 each. That's all. I mean, they even come in this plastic container that actually looks pretty nice. And I think I'm going to leave them in this container because I don't really have anything else to put them in right now. All my containers are full. But look at this fern with all the other beautiful plants. It just says it's a part sun combo. Let me see if it tells you exactly what is in it. Oh my word, it's heavy. It don't say. Anyways, I got 2 of those. That was actually really heavy. And then I got 2 of these. They're so cute. These are a tropical type plant. They are the topiary eugenia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Can you see that? That's what they are right there. $35 a piece. They also had some that had 3 tiers, and I just got the 2 because I don't want to cover the lights on the porch, but the 3 tiers are even more magnificent and gorgeous. But these are perfect for what I need them for. Anyways, I'm going to trim them up just a little bit because they do have a little bit of wild growth happening on them, but I think these are going to be perfect in these containers right here on the garden house. Now, I call it a garden house now. I used to call it my goat house. For anyone who has been following along and watching us renovate this building right here, it is actually our goat house, but because it's starting to look so pretty, I'm changing the name to the garden house because it's just too pretty to call it a goat house. But the goats still get to live here, but it's gonna be beautiful. And it is between my gardens. I see it from the house. You see it right when you drive up from the driveway. And it's just looking so lovely. So lovely, look at it. Admire it with me just a little bit. It's been a lot of work to get it to this point. And I mean, not a ton of work, but it's been a long time coming, let me tell you that. So we built the lattice gates. My husband built this porch. We still have to stain the porch. I want to paint the risers white. Then we're going to add stone on the sides and right here at the bottom. I've been talking about that a little bit. We are probably going to be doing that really soon, so stay tuned. We will definitely have a video showing how we go about doing that, especially the stone part, because we built our fireplace in the house in the same method that we're going to use to do this stone. We're going to use like a really pretty white mortar between the rocks, and it's just going to look really, really nice. So I want to make sure that I show you that, but let's go ahead and get these plants potted up, get the roses out, lay everything else out, and see how it looks, because I think it's going to be gorgeous, darling. Woo, that is heavy. It's very wet. Let's get going. I was about to attempt to do this without my rose gloves, but I think that would be really silly of me. So give me one momento. I'm gonna go get my rose gloves so I can pull these roses out, and a couple of buckets that I can put the roses in. Be back momentarily. I went ahead and brought my little basket that I made the other day because it has my gloves, it has my shovel, it has my snips, and then I have Clorox wipes so I can clean my snips whenever I'm cutting anything so I don't pass disease. I don't know how sensitive these things are right here, but I do want to trim them up, so yeah, that's why I got this. Want to. He don't want to talk to you. How rude.
I will show you something interesting there. So carpenter bees will drill holes, and then woodpeckers come and peck the path out and eat the carpenter bee eggs. I don't know if I'm even holding this up far enough, but all those smaller oblong holes are from woodpeckers pecking out the wood so they can eat the carpenter bee eggs.
dirt is extremely wet. It is heavy as snot.
Heavy as snot.
Can't pour it in because it's so wet. I have to like grab one chunk at a time. One down, one to go. I got my hand too dirty to put it back in my rose glove. Have to use this one. I'm left-handed though, so we'll see how this goes. Those are the perfect height for this porch. Perfect. Now I need to clean things up a bit before we set the other containers, so time to wash it off. Here it is, guys. I am loving the way it looks. Let me stand to the side so you can see it looking so beautiful. All right, so with these topiaries in these containers, such an upgrade from the drift roses that were in there. Those pots, those roses were on my front porch earlier this summer, and after we got the porch built out here, I moved the pots out here just so we could kind of see what it's going to look like having some containers on the porch. I had to take a really deep breath just now. Okay, whew. Calm down, calm down. That's what we tell our kids sometimes. Anyways, so those topiaries each were $35 each. The containers with the ferns in them, because they were on clearance, were only $10 each. Then I have my heucheras right here. Those were $7 each. And then my begonias down at the bottom were $10 each. So for all of this, I got such a great deal. I mean, there is so much going on right here and could have cost me a fortune, but I'm so thankful for clearance. Clearance is the best thing for a gardener if you are willing to get some things that sometimes don't look the best, but all of this stuff actually looks really good. I'm not really sure why they had it on clearance, to tell you the truth. So let me just tell you guys, it's okay to buy the pre-made containers. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody by making these gorgeous containers all on your own. Just buy them pre-made. Make it easier on yourself. Work smarter, not harder. That's what I keep telling myself sometimes, because I will work my fingers to the bone, and for some reason I think I need to make all my containers by myself, but no, I don't. And this is like instant gratification. So gorgeous, so happy. Let me show you from a distance. Here you go, guys. I'm standing on my driveway, and so this just looks so inviting and so beautiful now. I've got my shade garden to the right with lots of hydrangeas and hostas and other beautiful things growing in there, still bee and such. And then we've got the garden house, and then we've got another bed that has some hosta. And then we pan over to this new flower bed that we just put in last summer. My husband was growing tomatoes all along this fence line, and I'm like, let me mulch that for you, and created this huge bed and let his tomatoes live in here while I started adding flowers and shrubs. And now it's a no tomato zone because we have our tomatoes in the vegetable garden where they belong. But I was able to gain a whole flower bed from that little tricky trick right there. And my husband does watch all my videos, so he'll hear me, but he knows the truth. So all of this is pretty new. If you have not watched my channel before, my gardens are only 4 years old. And for those who have been following me for a while, I'm so sorry I keep saying that, but I just want people to know because they are very new. I don't have a lot of like mature shrubs and evergreens and things like that yet, but look at it. It's so beautiful. The chaste tree is blooming out with these gorgeous purple spikes. This was one of the very first things that I planted in the garden. And it's huge. It's gorgeous. I love it. And then there's a pufferfish hydrangea planted right there beside it. But look at my ultraviolet purple phlox right here. And I've got our bridge that we built recently, and my little lollipop spruce, I think it's a Norway spruce, as a standard wisteria. Things are looking fabulous. Look at my hydrangea standards right here. They're getting all these blooms. They're going to be blooming out, or all of these buds are going to be blooming out so soon. And let me tell you, this is going to be so gorgeous. Last year I planted these and I bought 2 at a time because I couldn't find anywhere that had 4. And I kind of planted them diagonal from each other. And I had this one and the one on the far corner planted that were blooming first, and then this one and that one out there blooming second. So I never actually got to see them all bloomed out at the same time. Not really. So that's going to be gorgeous. I cannot wait to see that. And all of the vinca and the gomphrena and all of that I planted out in this flower bed hopefully will fill in very nicely. But my bobo hydrangeas are about to all flush out. We just have so much gorgeousness. The new formal garden, my daughter's little Minnie Mouse riding toy, the containers over by the garage. I will take you to take a look at those. Look at the doggy in the distance. We've got that flower bed that we just expanded with a limelight hydrangea and some white pillar Rose of Sharon's out there. But let me see. I'm gonna pick this one right here because it looks the best. It is looking so pretty. We added all of this just 2 weeks ago maybe, and look how much it's filled in. The dichondra is touching the ground. The lime potato vine is humongous, taking over. Got lobelia and the Supertunia Bordeaux. I've got some pink white petunias in here, along with these evergreens, and I cannot remember what these are. Are they a cryptomeria of some sort? Or no, they're a blue point juniper. Those are blue point junipers. And then with our greenhouse in the distance, and you see those huge containers right here, and here. yes, I'm going to be planting something in those soon. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put those containers. I've got them in the formal garden. I'll probably leave them in the formal garden somewhere. Not sure where though, but... And then let me just show you this. Sorry if this is a rerun for some of you guys, but this is the variegated Swedish ivy, okay? This is from Proven Winners, and it's just this small little container. But look at it over here. I bought this when we went to Florida. I stopped at a little shop that was absolutely adorable. It's huge, but that is what this is. And they say it grows very fast, and I love it so much. I think it just adds so much to the formal garden, makes it look very stately, I think. So I got 2 of these little guys I'm gonna stick somewhere too. So I say all that to say, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I've got so much that I still want to do in the garden. It is hot. It is the end of June, but I'm not letting that stop me. We've got projects galore. We are redoing this whole entire backyard. You can see we have this stone wall, stone staircase, all these hydrangeas. So all of that is getting a huge makeover. This side over here with the mulch, that's already been made over. We're going to continue it over that way, so you will not see on any of that grass. It's going to be gone. It's going to be gorgeous. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And look at the window boxes. Let me just show you that. I feel so hyped up right now. I've only had 1 cup of coffee, so I'm sorry if I'm a little much, but I'm excited. But guys, for real, I mean, look at it out in the distance. Huge, huge change. Huge difference. So pretty. Is anybody else as excited about this as I am? And I will see you guys next time in the garden. Happy gardening.